Hi guys, so today I'm going to be trying out the new Spellbinders February 2020 APG die of the month. It is called the Marvelous Medallion, and I unboxed this and talked about every aspect of it in the initial video I did for the new February launches. Spellbinders did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And whatever links are in the description box, they'll be for like the club kits and things. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, or get your clubs set up through those links. And I mentioned that these are really cool in a way that if you see, you're wondering like, this is the same shape as this one, but this one has this piece, right? So it's kind of like the kaleidoscope feel that Spellbinders does so well. So this one is like a background piece. And then if you inlay this guy, it is the second layer. And it depends on how you want to layer it, of course. So that would create the second layer for you, and then this guy right here has the more intricate design cut into it, and this will make your third layer if that's how you want to use it. That's probably how I'll be using it today, so we can check that out. It has these little guys that look like little bows, but they are flowers. So you can layer those up and then layer these guys up, and you have a pretty 4-petal flower, and then however many you want to layer up, of course. Same with this little set. And then there's like the little laurel kind of sprays here that you can place here and there, and some flower centers. So I already grabbed some papers, and I was thinking about the sizing of this. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so this is a 6-inch card base, which is what I'll be using. So if you're cutting this yourself, I already have this pre-made, but if you need to, 12 by 6 inches, of course, scored at 6 inches is going to give you something like this. And what I'm going to do is cut, it's not quite white on white because this is a white card, but this is a pearlescent paper. I'm going to cut it 5 7/8 inches square, and then I'm going to run it through the embossing folder of the month, which is just lovely. So I'll put it through this guy, and we'll have an embossed background that we're going to build everything else on top of. And I'll put that to the side for a moment. And then, let me see, I pulled out some colors of cardstock that I thought would be pretty in blues, because why not? So I think this dark blue is what I'll do for the very background piece. Sorry guys. So I will take that, and I need 2 of them, right? Because we're going to put one on either side, or however it is that you want to use this for your decoration or designing. And then, so I'm going to put that in the far back because it's dark. I think what I'll do is then use this silver, and the silver will need the inlay. So it's like a brushed silver paper that I have. I'm sorry if it makes the camera freak out a little bit. You're going to place these down, and when you place the inlay, you definitely want to put tape so that your inlay does not move. And run that through all at once, and you're going to have this decorative inlay layer. And then the final layer is going to be this blue pearlescent, I think, this light blue pearlescent paper that I have. And again, this one we'll just run it through just like this. And we need 2 of each of the things I just mentioned. Now, I haven't really chosen what I was going to do with this guy yet, so I'm going to wait for that. Just a second, I'm going to see what this looks like once we've cut it, and I'll go from there, okay? So I'll be right back once everything's run through. Sorry, I have a lot going on here. So, actually, I went ahead and did 5 3/4 because that's as big as the folder is. Of course, this little edge is not going to do some embossing, so if you want to make it smaller than that, go for it. I went ahead and cut this blue and at the 5 7/8, so I'll just make a mat behind that guy that I just cut, so we will put that. I also sprayed this paper with a little bit of water because it is very thick paper, and I just want to make sure to get a really good impression. And I think that is amazing. Look at that. So I just spritzed it with a little bit of water. You can do that with any paper that you feel might be thick, or yeah, I mean, that's really the kind I do it with. I don't really do it with like thinner papers like this, but whenever I have a thicker paper, I always give it a little spritz, and it kind of helps break up the fibers. And look how pretty, I mean, both sides are so pretty. How do you choose? So I have that little guy there. I might even trim it down a little bit smaller. We'll see what happens once we have all our pieces. And so with these guys, I should have cleaned these out. Sorry. Let me take a moment to clean these out. And what I mean by that is, get all the little pieces out, and I'll be right back. One of them cleaned out so I can show you, and then I'll work on the other. So they're basically the same, right? They're symmetrical. So, but I'm gonna glue this onto this layer. Oh, make sure all our little bits are out, like that little guy. Right? And then this one goes on top of that. That's why you can layer however you want. If you like that, that's great. If you like maybe just keeping it lacy like these two, do you want to just use one layer? Do you want to use this guy with this? Like however you want to pair it up or match it up. But as you can see, that gives that smallest little edging to it. So it's like a drop shadow all around, really, really pretty. And then glue it there. So I'm going to glue these guys together, and I'll glue the other set together too, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I adhered the base layers that I had created. Sorry about that, it's very washed out, that white, so shiny there. And I think I'm going to do it, just have my card open, you know, the regular way here. And if I have these guys here, and this is going to be like in here, I imagine. And then this one, I think what I'm going to do is cut this full out of the light blue, and then cut an inlay layer, so this plus the inlay, just like this, out of the white pearlescent paper, and bring that to the front from back here. Okay, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I have that beautiful piece. Nothing is adhered yet, I just want to show you. And so I'm just going to glue these two together. And I've been just running glue down the edges, you know, they're pretty good size, but if you want, well, I do. I put the glue on the back of my hand and I'll pat this on if it's a very small decoration there, design. But for now I've been running it here and then just letting it catch every once in a while and then adding things together that way. Okay, I'm just going to glue those together and I'll be right back. Look at the little hearts on that. So pretty. Okay guys, so I have those adhered, and I'm thinking of doing something like this. And I have some sentiments from the Be Bold sentiments. I have the word at thank and you, and I'm going to cut these out, I think in the silver paper and in the dark blue paper. And we'll kind of drop shadow those one way or the other. So I will do that and I'll be right back. And we'll start gluing or adhering these. I think I'm going to do dimension on all of them. And then we'll make some flowers to finish it off. So I'll be right back. I have my letters here, and I think I'm going to make my flowers the dark blue. So although that really pops there, I want to, again, make the flowers dark blue. So I think I'm going to do the silver on top of the blue as far as my drop shadow. So the lettering will be in silver, and that drop shadow will help it pop. And then we'll have blue flowers here. So for this, guys, I think I'm just going to use some dimensional adhesives, and I'm going to do them twice as high for this strip in the center. So for now, I'm going to place one here. And what I like about these little FSJ ones from Spellbinders is that they're not super, super high. So I'm going to do those there, and these here. And then on this center one, I'm going to double them. So one... and then right on top of those, I'm going to place another set. So this comes up higher than the other two. Okay, I'll be right back. So I took the little bits off that. Haven't stuck this down quite yet. And let me see. I'm going to use my grid here. So this is a 6-inch square card, so the 3 inches is right here, and so I'm going to use that to help me kind of eyeball where I want to place this pretty guy. So if that was there, and I'm kind of looking at that center point where it dovetails a little bit, just kind of imagining that, and that's okay. Okay, so that's that. We can see that. And these guys I'm going to place just there and there, and you can tuck them under if you wanted, you know, that you like that look, where it's just kind of tucked away, or you can have the little blue area visible, a little bit of a gap. I think that's what I'm going to do, just a little bit of a gap like that. And I'll just take the backs off and place both of them just the way you see them, okay? And when I come back, I'll have glued together my drop shadow words there, and I think that'll be good to go. Okay, so we have all that adhered, and then we have our thank and you, and like I said, we'll put those down with some flowers here, so I'm gonna put that to the side for a moment, and I'm just gonna cut out a couple flowers. I like sets of 3, so I think I'm gonna use this one. It's slightly different. This one's like bow tie pasta, and this one has a little different edging. And I'm going to cut out 2 of this and 4 of these. So I'll have smaller flowers and larger. I'm just doing, you know, 2 layers. So this is the first layer, and then another one the other direction, 2 layers. But if you want to layer it up 4 layers, you know, or something like that, or mix and match of the small and larger ones, you can definitely do that. I might cut out some greenery too while I'm at it, so I would just cut that out with some green cardstock, possibly. We'll see. Oh, maybe some silver cardstock just to keep in the same. We'll see. But I will cut these out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just cut some out from this little scrap of paper here, and I'm going to give them a little bit of shaping. So I have this little piece of foam, and I'm just going to take like a ball head tool, and I'll get a smaller one for some of these guys. But like for this, and you know, whatever it is that you like, you can, I'm just going to go from behind, from the back of it so it curls up. If you want to go from the front of it so it curls the other way, however you like to do this. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shape. And then on this other side, I need to push it down. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So just a little bit cupped, and then the other direction. Same thing for this guy, and then I'll do the same thing for the little ones. So I'm just going in here, and then I'll push this other side, and we'll just adhere these together. So let me see if I have somewhere I can put a scrap. No, that's okay. I just didn't want to get glue on my mat, but we'll put that on there. You can hot glue it too. And just push that down so they go together. And I'm going to pop a little pearl in the center. So you can see that makes one flower. And again, if you want to keep layering it or keep doing fun things, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to pop a little pearl center, and I'll do the same thing for these little guys. Okay guys, so here's something like this. I have my little flowers, little pearls. I might put them there. I do have some greenery. I did cut it out in green because I thought it was actually a nice kind of pop of color. But we'll see. We might cut more, or we might not use them at all. And I'm going to try to make a big loopy bow with this seam binding, and we will see how that works out for me. You guys know I always do like bows with my fingers. And what I want to do is make it really big. So I was thinking about looping it between these two, and then I'm going to do it in a different style. So I'm going to keep kind of a lot left over here. I'm just hanging it down. I'm going to keep my fingers like this to make it larger. So one around, two around, and then this is going to go and make the tie. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Okay, so I just wrapped around this way. Sometimes I do like a zigzaggy, as you can see I just wrapped around, and I have it over. I'm going to push that in between my fingers so that it crosses over the beginning loop. It's just like if you're using pegs, but you're using your fingers for pegs. And then it's going to come over this, and we're going to tie this. Now this is the part where it's going to get tricky. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool though. Okay, so we're just going to tie a knot. So I'm tying a knot. That's all I'm doing, but I'm helping myself out with my fingers. I have never done this before. It works out. I'm going to pull this finger out though. This guy needs to come out. And give it a tie, and then I'll finish off, because that's just half a knot, right? And then I can adjust where I want this. Hey, not bad. Actually, I probably need to keep it there. Or maybe just tying it that way is enough. Let's see. That was just one, basically a half a knot, right? That might work. I want it to just be kind of loose and playful. Does I want to go that way or this way? I don't think anyone's going to try to take this apart, so I don't know that it matters that I don't have an actual knot. And I wanted to tuck this under here. So like possibly in here. And then the flowers in here somewhere. However, or even maybe do this like this. Okay, so let me fire up my glue gun, and then we'll stick down our letters, because I'm not sure exactly where those are going to end up. Okay, so let me turn on my glue gun and I'll be right back. I think we're ready. So I was kind of looking at what I want to do, but so I want to put this guy like this. Kind of like a little thing. So I'm going to put a good glop of glue right here. And I'm going to try to hold him down so that he's in this kind of formation. So that's kind of why I put a lot of glue. That way I can like hold this back and have that held back too, instead of just being a bow that's out like this. So we'll see how well I get that done. I'm going to hold that down for a minute until it's set up, okay? I'll be right back. So next what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue down my words, and that'll help me know where to put my flowers. And so I'm just going to take a moment to put some glue on here. And that's what I like about drop shadow, especially when you have a sentiment like this. It makes it that much thicker, and you can just put your glue on there. And if that's thick, then you can be like right here. Okay, and I'll glue that here. And the way I put the lettering is I'm just paying attention to the letters, like the A and K, kind of where those are, and that's where that is, so the Y hangs down a little bit. Pay attention to that part if that's how you want to do it. And our little finishing touch. Little flowers. Let me think. I'm going to put one here and here. Maybe it'll be like in there. Well, you know, you can play around with it. I mean, does it all start here? Do they stay here? That's cute. Okay. So I'll do something like that. Oopsie. This guy was like legit, like right on the card. I always end up sticking them a lot closer when I'm done, so I'm trying to make sure I'm paying attention to what it was that I wanted to do. Further back that way, maybe here. Let's see. That's a good amount of glue on that one. Just stays up a little bit. And if I do tuck these here and there, there's plenty of glue there to kind of help me hold this guy down too, so I'll put that in there. Do I want this other one? Yeah, sure, why not? And that is my card for today. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. A lot of beautiful die cutting, embossing, and just layering up, and it looks really nice. So I'll have some pictures for you guys. I'll have the links in the description box. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.